guys, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, soundproof. I've leveled up the quality. If you're new here, my name's Tyrell and I'll show you how to make money online and invest the profits. Now, for the best tokens for September, I'm going to be using this due diligence checklist, which you can find in the description. Join the Discord, it's called the Side Hustle Club. Inside the Side Hustle Club, you'll be able to find the due diligence checklist so you can do your own due diligence, right? It goes through the team, technology, use case, tokenomics, roadmap, market analysis, and the legal side, right? Things like XRP, you already know, right? XRP, the issues with that was legal. So you want to make sure you understand that too. Now, going over this month so far, you can see tokens like Aptos, Sand, Gala, Orbs, ApeCoin, down double figures, right? Over 20, 30, and in ApeCoin's case, 42% for the month, right? So if you put 10 grand in ApeCoin this month, you'd be down half of that, right? Almost half of that, which is tough, man. It's tough. You know, things ain't always green. You know, the only two green tokens we've got at the moment is Rune and Tone, and Astra's pumping a little bit, but realistically, Astra's been crashing since it came out, right? It's down like 90%, just like everything else. So the game isn't fast gains right here. The game is spot and buy tokens, right? Spotting tokens, which we know are going to be around, right? Tokens like Kronos, right? Crow token. Now, if you check out the website for Crow, which you can always find anyhow by going to coinmarketcap.com, typing in Crow, and you can do this completely for free. You can look at the website, the white paper, the GitHub, literally everything. If you check out the website, you'll see that Crow is Crypto.com's token. And they played the smart game, right? These guys actually got sponsorships, long-term sponsorships with tons of different companies. Companies like the UFC, companies like the NHL, the NBA, right? All types of different companies, even FIFA, right? Messi, I think even Ronaldo's wore Crypto.com. And this is because they're looking for the long game, right? And they're still going to have these sponsorship deals in the future. Right now, the interest in crypto is low, and you can see that with Crow's price, we're at about 0.05, so about 5.1 cents, right? And we haven't been at this level since 2021. And you can see that we're never at this level for long, right? We're never at this level for long. Even if you're thinking in terms of, long-term horizons, a year, we've never been at this level for more than 6 months. Never in the history of Crow's price, right? Obviously, apart from when it launched in 2019, etc., this was before it ever broke those prices. But if you see here, right, when we come back down to these levels after we broke the high, right, it was November, December, January, we broke it, right? February, boom, right? Again, we come down close to these levels, June, July, boom, gone again, right? So these levels for Crow are very important. Now you have to remember, obviously the circulating supply of Crow does increase over time, right? And the circulating supply is the amount of tokens on the market, which means it's much harder for Crows to come back up to 80 cents. However, only 5% of the whole entire world are invested into crypto. This is where a lot of people go wrong. A lot of people say to me, well, Tyrone, how can this go back to all-time high if the circulating supply is more? Well, more people just have to get interested in crypto. Every single cycle, the overall interest in crypto has been more. More people have gotten involved. The overall market cap gets higher, meaning that it's much easier for these types of tokens to go higher, right? Because if they're sponsoring the UFC, if they're sponsoring the NBA, if they're sponsoring F1, if they're all over the place, right, in terms of brand awareness, and they do one post and they say, guys, we're going to give you $5 for free if you download this app. Everybody's going to download it. Everybody's going to want to get involved and invested, right? And that's why I feel like Crow and some of these other tokens, which I'm about to give you, right, which you can see here, I'll explain them in the future, are going to blow up, right? Now, the second token on the list is FTM, right? FTM as a whole is one of those volatile trading tokens, right? A lot of traders, you see a lot of guys on YouTube like to trade FTM. It's very volatile, and you can see that on here where you can see the volume. Right now, again, just like everything else, just like the whole entire crypto market right now, nobody's involved in FTM. And this, again, is coming down to key levels, right? 19 cents. If we look at the last time Crow was at 19 cents, it was in 2022, right? And the time before that was the beginning of 2022. Oh, that was 24 cents, even higher than it is now. And just before we took off, right, for the whole rally for the last bull run, which we're very close to now, we're only 6 months away from another bull run, is the exact same levels again. So it's even FTM is coming down to perfect spot buy levels where you can confidently get involved in spot. I know you're going to get a 5-10x in the future, right? As always, guys, while you're here, I recommend you go check out the Discord so you can start making money online, because you won't be able to invest into these projects unless you've got, you know, things like 15K, for example, like this person, or $500 in 2 days, right? Like Ryan K closed 2 clients, right? Mo, as Mo put in, some of these people are closing 3 or 4 clients, right? And you can do the same thing, right? The method, you'll have to find out. Check out the Discord. You'll be able to find out what we're doing to make money during the bear market and invest the profits. Now, the next token is optimism. Now, I am optimistic on optimism for a specific reason, and that is because they are partnering with tons of different companies at the moment. Coinbase is using optimism as part of its base chain. So these guys are making money right now. They're securing the bag. It might not look like it, but these guys are getting it in, right? These guys are getting it in. And you want to be a part of these types of projects. Like Optimism hasn't seen a bull run yet, hasn't seen a proper bull run, right? It's been around since June. Nothing's been going on, yeah? Yeah, if you look at the website, right? I don't even think these guys, yes, we do. Perfect, right? If you look at the website, right, and you go take a look at it for yourself, you'll see, right, the ecosystem that Optimism has, right? Go through this, right? Go through this. It's endless, right? These guys are an ecosystem project, right? They've got, you know, they've got people like BitCorp, BitGap, BitBTC, BlueSweet, Boartown, BoringDAO, right? Endless amounts. Crypto.com, right? You will see that, you know, tokens like Optimism, which are available on every single exchange, explosive rise, right? Explosive gains, even though, again, they're at a larger market cap. But those of you guys that have followed my channel, right, if you go check it out, I've got a video called The 4 Steps to Taking Advantage of This Market. This is the time for large caps. Right? Yeah, some of the small cap tokens are down 99%. But why risk it in that, right? When nobody's even going to be investing to them yet anyway, when you can put it into some larger caps to help you build a portfolio, right? Let's say you put 10K in Optimism, right? It breaks all-time high, which is likely going to do it as a 5x max. You've now got 50K. You can then go and shift that 50K into small caps because everybody else is going to be doing the same too. Right? And that's how I've personally managed to go from a 20K per month business owner to a multimillionaire, right? Following that strategy, getting consistent income online. I might not make as much as other people, right? But I can invest those profits and I gain, you know, more of a portfolio by diversifying into projects like Optimism, okay? Now the final two, make sure you're staying with me here, right? One is KuCoin token, right? KuCoin token, similar to Crypto.com. You know, we've seen FTX collapse. We've seen tons of other projects collapse, right? But whatever project survives, whichever token survives, right? The exchanges are gonna come back. And when the exchange volume comes back, you will see projects like KuCoin buying back into their own token and sending their own token to the moon, right? Most of this volume is KuCoin themselves, right? Just like BNB, BNB for Binance, they have to maintain their own price. They buy their own token because if that collapses, just like Crow, that's the end of their business. That's what happened with FTM, right? That's what happens with the other token, FTX. That's it. That's what happened with FTX, right? FTT, right? They gave that away to Binance. And what did Binance do? They sold all their FTT. Now, they took out loans, stay with me here, FTX took out loans on their FTT, their own token, right? And because the price crashed, they couldn't pay back their loans. That was just one of the many things which happened. Now, what do you think is going to be the same with KuCoin? Right? It's likely the same. I don't know if it is, but it's likely the same. That KuCoin need to keep their KuCoin token high. So where's the lowest price that KuCoin token can go? So we've been declining since 2021. Unfortunately, so guys, it has been a grind, but you always get rewarded for staying in the market. And right now, let's have a look. The last price was 4.7. We've broke that. We're at 4.1. Where's the next stop? Well, you can work off the highs, right? No special TA magician needed. Next up, $3. So throughout September, keep your eyes out. $3. If you see that with KuCoin token, set your alarms on your trading view and wait for it, right? A lot of these tokens, even at my stage, right, liquidity is getting tight. That's why we're in the Discord, right? You see me every single day in the Discord, pushing people through, because that's what we're doing too, right? We've got agencies right now, we're putting in the work, we're generating capital, and with that, we're buying these types of tokens, which you should be doing too, right? A 9-to-5 income is not going to get you anywhere. Right, next thing, NEO. Okay, NEO right now is at that level, right? KuCoin token, we're waiting till $3. Put NEO, even some of these people in this chat now, right? NEO's at that level, right? It's back at $7, right? That $7 range has been huge support all the way through. If we look at the last run, right? $5 to $7, boom, boom, again, right? Look very closely here, guys. Where do you ever see it hit 7? One more time, right? So there isn't many opportunities. 2019 to 2021, there was like 3 opportunities to get NEO at this price where it's at now. Where did it go after? Well, the first cycle we was in 2018, we went to $140. Second cycle we was in, we went to $110, right? So $7 to $110 is way over 10x, right? And again, increase in circulating supply, right? But what's the difference? More people are getting involved in crypto, right? I can't express this enough. 5% of the world are involved in crypto right now. So the more money that you can get and generate from your business and get involved in crypto, you can get to be one of the 1%. You only need to make over, I think, 150 grand to be 1% of the world. So if you can get involved in tokens like NEO, which is a China coin, when the Chinese narrative comes, you will be sat pretty. You don't need a lot, $1,000, $2,000. If that goes 10x, that's 20 grand, right? And it's not far to get there, right? And it doesn't take long, right? If you look at here, the last one, 2021, okay, was let's go from the last time was at this price. Okay, so let's say we started and we bought a bag at $7. So we go all the way back to April 2020, right? 1 year later, in that same year, we went up to $22, right? 7, 14, 21. So if you had $2,000 in there, you got $2,000, $4,000, right? $6,000. And that's in 1 year. So you've got almost half the UK minimum wage, right? Stay with me here. Then it goes down. You lose a little bit of your bag, right? Expect this, guys. Be prepared for this. I'm not just speaking for no reason. I could have cut off the video a minute ago and said, there's your top, coins for September and left it there. I'm trying to show you something, right? Be prepared to lose a bit of money. Your trade goes down south. You go back down to $14. So you've gone from $6,000 to $4,000, okay? And then what happens? Within the space of January 2021, February, okay, March, April, 3 months, you got 20 grand, right? Almost 20 grand. It's 67 from 7, almost 20 grand. 3 months, guys, you've made $14,000 from a $2,000 investment, right? Overall, about a year. So you've got a business, right? You've joined the Discord channel. You've closed the client like all these other guys in here, right? Go to results. You've closed the client. Okay, great. Close the client, $1,000, $2,000. Let's see. These guys here, they closed the guy, hourly rate, boom, right? This guy here, 2 clients closed. I couldn't have done it without my help. Amazing. He did it himself, right? Again, Adam, for example, 1.6. Adam closes his client, okay? He goes to Neo token. He goes, okay, let me take 600 for myself. Let me put $1,000 in Neo and move on with my life. Carry on growing my business for the rest of the year. He then comes back to his portfolio a year later and he's got 10 grand in there from a $1,000 investment that he made a year ago. This is how this game works, okay, guys? It's not about being a magic trader. It's not about trading these meme coins and all the stuff that we put on social media, right? We only do that because it gets views, right? What it is about is making money online and parking your money somewhere else. Park a grand there in this Neo token. Park a grand in Optimism. Park a grand in FTM. Park a grand in Kronos. You come back to it in 2 years, right? When the interest, right, if we go to Google Trends, when the interest comes back in for crypto, you will see all these coins flying. You will see all these coins flying, right? And guys, if you're not a 6-figure, 7-figure business owner or investor, please don't give me any investment advice, right? If you are, I want to hear all of it. But if you're not, please don't tell me about anything, right? I'm going to tell you something here, right? When we get back up to these levels that we was at in 2021 January, right? We go to FTM 2021 January, right? March, April, January. What happens? Everybody taps in Bitcoin. They get interested. Bitcoin goes up. They can't afford it. What's the next thing to buy? FTM. They buy it, it pumps. Simple, right? Same thing with all of these. Optimism wasn't around back then. Kronos, right? 2021. January, again, pumps a little bit. Everyone taps in Bitcoin. They can't afford it. What do they buy? Crow. Pumps. This is literally as easy as that. There's no rocket science, master trader knowledge needed, right? Interest comes in. People can't afford the Bitcoins or the Ethereum or everything's expensive. They download these apps. They don't want to go on DeFi. That's too complicated. They want to go on things like Binance, KuCoin, Bybit, right? All the links that you can find in the description. They go on those ones and they buy whatever they can afford to buy. So if you have taken the time, right, for example, just like we've seen that, right, if you've taken the time to buy FTM at any of these times, ahead of events, you will see the gains. Same thing now, right? Your bags might go underwater in October or November or December. But all you have to do, right, is just go over to Google Trends and just remind yourself that nobody cares about crypto right now. So of course your bags ain't pumping. If your bags ain't pumping around here, there's a problem, right? It means that you just bought the wrong stuff. And if you're following this channel, that's not the case. But you look at your bags when you see Google Trends up in the 80s and 90s, right? It's going to be crazy, guys. And I get goosebumps thinking about this because I can't wait for you guys to feel this feeling. There is no other feeling like having worked your arse off for years and reaping the rewards in days. Because that is how it is in crypto. You work your absolute butt off, right? For 2-3 years throughout the bear market, scraping together $1,000, right? $100 here and there. And these tokens that you invest into, when the interest comes, they go $10,000, $100,000, $1 million, just like that. But it's not a special trick. It's just the fact that you was in the market before. You decided to get involved. You decided to make the sacrifices. You wasn't doing IB for weekenders. You wasn't going out for drinks every single weekend. You was locking in and putting the grind in. And people will call you lucky, but that's fine, right? Because they didn't make the sacrifices to watch these types of videos, okay? So, guys, that's it for today. Hopefully enjoy the motivation. Hopefully you're fired up. I want you to take that energy, put it inside. If you've got the money, go check out these tokens. You can go to CoinMarketCap. You can check them out for yourself. and you can download the due diligence sheet in the Discord. If you can't afford it, I've made a completely free Discord showing you for free how to make six figures a year, completely for free. You don't need a university degree. You don't need to do anything. You don't need no experience. You need no money. All you have to do is check it out, okay? And the reason is because I believe in you and I want you to get rich. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.